Today he's going to give the fourth project out of the Speaking to Inform manual, and he's titled this Fly Like an Eagle. Please help me welcome David McCaughey.
So what is it that you think of when you hear the phrase fly like an eagle? In business a lot, it's used to mean we want to be the best that there is to be. We want to go out there and soar above everyone else. Has anyone had the opportunity to ever watch a wild bald eagle soar? I actually didn't see my first wild eagle until about 3 years ago. And it was up by Atchison, Kansas, going across the Missouri Bridge there. And just to see that powerful, majestic bird with the black body and white head, it is just very distinct, and you'll spot him right away when you see it. Do you know eagles are not taught how to fly? They learn how to fly by observing. One of the methods that they do on this, and it's a very, very common learning method when you think about it, we even use it here in Toastmasters, it's called the edge method. When the word master gets up here every week, if they just went up and gave us this word and didn't give us any explanation behind it, didn't give us the meaning of it, it really would be worthless to us. Just to get up here and say, here's the word of our day, and walk away, doesn't help us at all. Part of what the edge method does for learning is first you've got to explain it. Explain what does the word mean. Then you get up and demonstrate what that word means by using it in an sentence. Then you kind of guide the audience through how to, or if you're teaching somebody, you guide them by sitting there and you kind of walk through it the first time with their hand. In scouting, we use this a lot to tie the square knot. So you show them, you kind of guide them through showing the first knot, and then finally as you enable them. And in Toastmasters, we do the enabling by we count how many times the word is used. Eagles, when they enable their youth to fly, they basically kick them out of the nest. There's a lot of the first times that they're afraid to fly, that parent eagle will just get up there, and they do it a lot by withholding food from them. They'll basically sit out there and taunt them, be away from the nest, to get them, to force them to jump out of that nest and learn how to fly. So it's one of those, you got to be forceful and do it. So with this, I've used it a lot to learn how to go out and teach when I'm working with the youth. Because one thing as an adult, whether you like it or not, you are a role model. Kids are just like eagles. They learn by observing. As an adult, kids are always looking at you. So no matter what you're doing, what out there you're doing, and as a parent, you'll know this the first time your kid, especially if they're like 2 or 3 and they're at daycare and they drop that first curse word. That's how kids learn by observing, because the first thing that happens is they look at dad and say, where did they learn that word from? I've been there and done that. And mine was the F-bomb. It's amazing what kids learn in the backseat of the car when you're going through road rage. The one where it really struck home with me, though, was being a huge Royals fan and growing up when the Royals were always in the playoffs in the late 70s and early 80s. One of the things I remember, they used to always complain to George Brett about he was not being a leader. He was not that get out there, go to, rah, rah, you know, stand up in front of the troops and rally the troops. And he always just explained, he goes, I'm leading by example. I'm going out there and how I play every day is how I want the other players on this team to play. So I'm out leading by example. So what I want to challenge you with this week to kind of learn this, and something real simple, is I want to challenge you this week to go out and teach someone what the golden rule means. Hopefully everyone knows what the golden rule is. Live your life, treat other people how you want to be treated yourself. So I just kind of give you this little challenge when you're dealing with your kids or whatever. Go out and use the EDGE method to explain, demonstrate, guide, and enable them how to lead their life using the golden rule by treating other people the way you want to be treated yourself.